my name is Jenna and welcome to day 7 of the Because We Can Readathon travel edition. Today is the last day for round 2 and I am a mixed bag of emotions. It's a whole thing. I have had so much fun creating this week for you guys, so much fun filming, participating, running reading sprints. Interacting with you guys during this week and during the lead hub has just been absolutely so much fun, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you who have participated from the bottom of my heart, because it really does mean the world to me that you guys are enjoying this little readathon. It's something that Cat and I are really enjoying running, and we just love that you guys love it. Today's video challenge is the Traveller's Guide Challenge, so we want you to show us a travel guide to a fictional location. Myself and Cat Squared did this video together, so our official video is over on the Because We Can YouTube channel. Definitely check that one out. That is also where you will need to leave a link to your entry if you have done today's challenge. You need to do all of that over on the Because We Can Readathon YouTube channel. Since we did the travel guide together, I decided that for my day 7 video I was going to do the bonus tag, which is of course the Because We Can't travel tag. We had so much fun filming this one over Zoom that I just knew that I would have to do it myself because it's chaotic and yet it's so much fun. I asked for some coordinates over on Twitter and on Instagram, and while everyone seems to have an obsession with the number 6 and no one really wanted to give me a number under 200, I still had enough coordinates to find all of the books that I needed, and it was chaotic to say the least. Check it out. You are about to embark on your first ever solo trip. You've booked a tour and couldn't be more excited. Find a book using your coordinates, and where the book is set is your travel destination. 4, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh good god. Okay. It's Pulled Out Crown at Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I don't even know where this book is set. Adelon? Is that where these books are set? Maybe? No, maybe not. Adelon. Yes, I think so. So, we're going to Adelon. God. Already this is off to a cracking start. The tour company sent you a list of what to pack with your itinerary. Using your coordinates, find a book, and the first item you see is the first thing on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the start of all the 6s, because apparently everyone loves the number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And page 301. 301. Trying not to spoil myself because I haven't read this book. 301. And what am I looking for? An item. Item. God, I'm seeing all of the spoilers! Going with a blindfold? A blindfold, and apparently someone died and someone else killed them, and now I know these things. But oh, by the way, this was from Nixia by Scott Rington. And yes, we're going with a blindfold. So I'm going to Adelon and I'm taking a blindfold. I have concerns. Okay, number 3. Your parents drop you off at the airport. You can tell they are a little nervous about letting you go, and then your mum starts to cry. Using your coordinates, flip the page to the page number, and the first line of dialogue you see is what you say to reassure your parents that you're going to be okay. 11, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh. Is Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and page 333. Because once again, everyone was obsessed with over 200. First piece of dialogue you see is going to reassure your parents that you're going to be okay. You'll never guess what the first piece of dialogue I saw was. But it's still bleeding. Yes, I'm going to be totally fine, but it's still bleeding. What is still bleeding? Why is it bleeding? How is that going to reassure your parents that you're going to be okay? Oh no. So I'm going to Adelan, which I'm assuming is a scary place. I'm taking a blindfold and something is bleeding. The amount of concerns I have is ridiculous. Alrighty, number 4. You managed to calm your mum down. How though? And your parents have left you to begin your grand adventure. You pass through security and your bag is flagged by the guard. Find a book using your coordinates, and the first item you see is what the guards are confiscating. We have my friend Kaylee to thank for the next coordinates. So 6 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have picked Star Wars Leia Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray, and because it's Kaylee that picked the page number. Page number is 69. Went to 67 and then went further. Okay, once again, would prefer not to get spoilers, but you know, everything's fine. First item that I see... Well, I mean, I can see why the security people probably picked this up, because the first item I see is a flint knife. So, yeah, I can't see me getting that on an airplane. Number 5. Ticket in hand, you finally made it to the plane, and bargain, you have a window seat. The flight attendant comes around to offer you dinner. Using your coordinates, flip to the page number, and the first item of food you see is what you are having. If there isn't food on the page, the first item you see is what you're given instead. My coordinates are 8 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Nexus by Sasha Alsberger and Lindsay Cummings, and page number 240. So, I mean, amazingly, there is food on this page, and the first food that I saw was purple meat with a smattering of thick gravy. What is happening? So, we have a window seat and we are going to be eating some kind of purple meat and a smattering of thick gravy. What is my life? Okay, so let's recount here. So I'm going to Adelaide, which I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I packed a blindfold. To reassure my parents I was going to be okay, I said, but it's still bleeding. I got a flint knife confiscated at security, and I am apparently eating some kind of purple meat with a gravy to top it all off. Things are, you know, going swell. Number 6. Surprisingly, you actually managed to fall asleep on the plane, and when you wake up, it's to find you've arrived. You gather your bags and head out the front to meet your tour guide. Find a book using your coordinates, and the first person you see is who is picking you up. 6, 10, 272. So again with the number 6. 6 and then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This could be interesting. Master of the Books by James Maloney. And 272. Marcel. Marcel is the main character of this one, I'm pretty sure. He's a prince. Aww. Got a prince showing me around. How swell. I don't know how particularly well he'd be showing me around, but he's my tour guide, so you know, we can't argue. Number 7. You're on the bus now and you can't wait to start sightseeing. Using your coordinates, the first place you see is the first stop of the tour. 5, 12. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 11, 12. Ugh. In a shelf almost completely taken over by Cassandra Clare books, I still managed to pick the Emerald Atlas by John Stevens. That's pretty impressive. 223. Dungeons. First stop on the tour is the dungeons. I don't like where this is going. No. I don't like where this is going at all. Number 8. It's been a few days and you've never taken in so many breathtaking sights before. It's late and you finally arrived at your hotel for the evening, only for your tour guide to tell you that there has been a mix-up, and instead of your room being a twin, there is only one bed and you'll have to share. Find a book using your coordinates, and the first person you see is who you are sharing with. 6, 12. What a surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh! There are only like 3 characters in this book. This is These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. So let's see who I pick up. 345. I don't know if there's 345 pages in this book. Oh, there is. Oh, Lilac. I mean, I'm okay with this. I quite like Lilac. She's a great character. She's a great gal. I'm into it. Number 9. The both of you are lying in bed together and it's pretty awkward. You know you should say something to ease the tension, but you aren't sure what. Using your coordinates, flip to the page number and the first piece of dialogue you see is your opening line. Please let it be better than, but it's still bleeding. 6, 2. What a surprise. Oh, and what a surprise, it's a book we've already used. Love that for us. How is it a book we've already used? Oh, because 14. So once again, we have pulled out Nixia by Scott Rington and 201. Looking for where are even other page numbers? Oh, up top. I know how to book. There's an article about me. I mean, it could be like you know, there's like an article about me kind of thing. Or Lilac could be the one to say it really, because there's probably 1,000 articles about her. So yeah, oh, lying in bed with Lilac and just there's an article about me. Except it was a question, so there's an article about me? Like, what? I had no idea. So like, so far, things have not been going well, you know? I am still surprised that my parents actually let me on a plane. I ate some mystery purple meat and they confiscated my flint knife. It's been a day, guys. It's been a day. Number 10. Your bedmate found you to be hilarious. Okay, I have concerns. And the two of you stayed up late talking. You stay up so late that you overslept, and by the time you wake up, the tour bus has already left. The two of you decide, even without the rest of the group, you don't want to miss a whole day's worth of sightseeing, so you decide to head out together. Find a book using your coordinates, and the first place you see is where you're heading. Please let it be better than the dungeons. 7, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that the 12 one? 12. More spoilers, yay! We picked out The Outliers by Kimberly McCreet. And page 285. Oops, did it again. I know you're in there. 285. The bathroom. I don't like that at all. Maybe the purple mystery meat didn't agree with us, because apparently we are heading to the bathroom. Why is this my life? You head to the city's biggest attraction, hoping that maybe the tour group is there, only to find it strangely deserted. You notice some weird carvings on the ground and reach out to touch them. This turns out to be a mistake, as you soon realize you have just woken an angry god. Using your coordinates, flip to the page number and the first person you see is who you've awoken. Yeesh. My coordinates are 12 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2. Return to the Isle of the Lost by Melissa Dela Cruz. And our number is 75. Jay. For those of you who don't watch Descendants, Jay is the son of Jafar, and I could see him being an angry god. He's an angry kid, so I can see the jump there. Number 12. The god rounds on your newfound friend and you have an overwhelming urge to protect them, despite having no fighting skills whatsoever. You need to find a weapon and fast. Find a book using your coordinates and the first item you see is what you are defending yourself with. I mean, obviously I need to defend Lilac with my life, and we have 3 and 11. So, 1, 2, 3. The best shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once again, an entire shelf pretty much full of Lynette Ernie, and I picked the only one of 2 books that's not one. This is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, and if there's not a weapon in here, I'm concerned. And we have page 267, trying not to spoil myself or anything. 67, trying not to spoil. My weapon is a key, which, to be fair, you can do some serious damage with a key. Like, you could poke someone's eye out with it, but I don't know how that's gonna hold up against an angry god. Even an angry god that's just Jay, Jafar's son. Although, Jafar did turn out to be a genie. Although, he did get trapped in a lamp. I've gone way off topic. 13. Against all odds, you succeed in killing the god and your new friend is overcome with gratitude and pledges their love for you. Oh, love you too, Lilac. Unfortunately, the locals are less than impressed that you've just killed one of their oldest deities and you are promptly arrested. I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. The authorities tell you that you can have 1 phone call to get help. Using your coordinates, flip to the page number and the first person you see is who you are calling. So we have 11, 14. So 11 is, I believe, this shelf, and then 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hollow City by Ransom Ricks, and we're looking for page 349, which is picture. Is it actually a picture? It's actually a picture. Apparently, this person's coming to find me, but I want an actual character name, so. Now, it's been a while since I've read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Mostly, I've watched the movie. So Emma's got different powers in the book from the movie. In the movie, she's the floaty girl, but I think in the book, she's the fire person. But either way, her powers could very much come in handy for getting us out, so I'm not mad. 14. Your friend is impressed that you are still alive after an encounter like that and agrees to get you out of jail. They neglect to mention, however, how they are planning on doing it. Your partner starts to worry and you decide to very quickly calm them down by telling them a joke. Find a book using your coordinates and the first dialogue you see is the joke you tell. This could be dangerous. So we have 8 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. No! Oh no! Oh no! Wow. Oops. Sad part is, this is not even the first time I've knocked that over today. So we pulled out Ink Exchange by Melissa Marr, and our page number is 273. I don't even know if this goes up to 273. Oh, it does, just. What am I looking for? First piece of dialogue as a joke. I'm not happy. Not really a joke, more like a we're in jail and I'm not happy sort of situation. So, I mean, it's not a joke, but like the dialogue fits. 15. Your friend was true to their word and soon enough you're out of jail. But they weren't exactly legal about it and now you're on the run. Both you and your partner now need a new identity. Using your coordinates, flip to the page number and the first 2 names you see are your new identities. Once again, Emma was either the floaty girl or the fire girl, and neither of those ways are probably going to be a legal way to get a person out of jail. So our coordinates are 113. So we have number 1, Cassandra Clare. Seriously, if I don't get a Cassandra Clare novel, like, there's only one book on here that's not Cassandra Clare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare, and page number is 228. 228. So, Clary. Well, Lilac obviously should be Clary because of the red hair. And Simon. So Lilac is now Clary and I am now Simon. I'm not even mad about it. Like, I love Simon. Honestly, not mad about it. I feel like Simon and I are like the same sort of person. Although every time I think about Simon now, I think about Klaus from the Umbrella Academy because they're both played by Robert Sheehan. Everything's totally fine. I'm 1000% thinking about the Umbrella Academy now, so that's fun. 16. Since you are now a wanted criminal, you don't want to put your family in danger and accept that you can probably never go home again. Find a book using your coordinates and the setting of the book will be your new place of residence. So 4, 7. 1, 2, 3. No! This is not happening! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No! Absolutely not! No way! It's the same damn book! Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I cannot settle down in Adeland. That's where I'm running away from. No, that's so not happening. I'm getting a new set of coordinates. This can't happen. This is not a thing. thing. No way. No way in hell is this happening. We are number generating this because that just doesn't work. Pick a number between 1 and 12. Okay, we have number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This lovely shelf. And then I can still use the 7 and the 169, but we're going with this shelf instead of this shelf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Song of the Current by Sarah Toxa, and it is set, I'm gonna hazard a guess here and say it's set in the Riverlands. So Lilac and I, who is now Clare and Simon, we are moving to the Riverlands, which is a much better idea than moving to the place we're running away from. All right, people, we're almost done. Number 17. After an eventful first trip that you will never forget, you and your partner have finally settled down and are beginning to make a new life together. Your partner tells you they've got a surprise and tells you to close your eyes. When you open them, you see they have given you a souvenir of your travels. Using your coordinates, flip to the page number and the first item you see is what you were given. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh goodness gravy. Picked Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, and once again this is going to be full of spoilers, but apparently we're only going to page 3, so maybe there won't be that many spoilers. A flail. I believe it's a weapon because apparently it's shiny and sharp and deadly. I feel this is a very accurate souvenir from the trip that we had. I mean, I did kill an angry god with a key, so probably could handle a flail, maybe. Once I figure out what a flail actually is. And last but not least, 18. It's a few months later and things have finally settled down to the point where you think it is safe to leave an anonymous review of the tour you took on the tour company's website, mainly to warn people of what could occur if you miss the bus. Find a book using your coordinates and the first line of dialogue you see is your review. So number 3. 1, 2, 3. Book number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Books 12 and 13 are the same book because they're both Akane by Lynette Noni. Love that for me. On page 311. Alrighty, so my review of this terrible, horrible, awful trip is We Can Worry About Him Later, but for now, we should get going. Yeah, kind of works. Like we can, you know, if you miss the bus, we can worry about him later. For now, we should get going. Yeah, I think that works. And that was my entire challenge. So, to recap, I went on a holiday to Adelan. I still don't actually know where that is because I have read the first 2 books in that series, but it's been forever. The first thing that I had to pack was a blindfold. When my mother was crying at the airport, I told her to calm her down, but it's still bleeding, which still makes no sense. At security, I had my flint knife confiscated, and while I was on the plane, sure, I got a window seat, but I had to eat some sort of purple meat topped with gravy. When I arrived in Adelan, my tour guide was Marcel, which is a fine time. And the very first site that we went and saw were the dungeons. So, you know, living the dream there. I ended up sharing a bed with Lilac because typically we had to share a bed because that's just what you do. And because she felt a little bit awkward, I decided to make things even more awkward and said, was there an article about me? Or something along those lines. Anyway, but apparently she found it charming because we ended up staying up too late. We overslept, we missed the bus, and the next morning we went to the bathroom, because of course we did. Then we went and woke up an ancient deity, which was Jay, Jafar's son. I managed to murder him with a key because I was protecting Lilac, and the locals were, you know, angry, understandably. And I was put in jail where I called Emma from Miss Peregrine's Home of Peculiar Children to come and bail us out. Lilac was feeling a little uncomfortable, so I told her a joke that just said, I am not happy, which is a terrible joke when you really think about it. Emma broke us out of jail, but somehow she did it in a way that was not legal, and so Lilac and I had to change our names. Lilac is now Clary, I am now Simon. It's a whole thing, but apparently it works. We settled down in the Riverlands and Lilac/Clary gave me a flail for my trouble, and then eventually we decided to leave an anonymous review on the tour company's website which said, we'll worry about him later, but for now, let's get going. The chaos is real, guys. The chaos is real. And there you go. We have once more come to the end of another Because We Can Readathon, and this time it was the travel edition. I really did just want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for participating. It really does mean the world to me. You have absolutely no idea. I've always wanted to host my own readathon, and now with Cat and Cat's help and with all of you guys, I do get to do that, and it just means the absolute world to me. Let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite part of the readathon, because I would absolutely love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.